Oh boy. So let's see here. Hell yeah. You guys want to play more Pirates?
I'm still playing, but I'll play another one. I'll quit this.
Well, no. What about you, Bobson? Nah. I'm gonna play Tropico.
Word.
Hell yeah. Poop 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 butt. Poop 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 butt. Hello Twitch. Poop butt. All right, El Presidente in the house. All right. We got plenty of coal. We got tons of gold. Got coffee. Pineapple. Oh, let's see. Healthcare is really low average. So Export some. Not a lot. I barely get any money for it.
Díselo, cuéntalo a tu novio. Debes saber lo que hiciste ayer. Lo que no podía ser. Eso pasó ayer. Su vida él va a perder. Esas cosas no pasarán sin razón. Es nuestro destino, ya verás.
Gotta do what we gotta do. Hypothetical road, because I don't have any money.
A mi chica que es tan hermosa, yo le quiero regalar un mar de rosas. Ay, chica, no vayas lejos, que me duele el corazón, triste sollozo.
Shit.
Unos cuantos días más de ausencia, dime niña, ¿qué haré yo sin ti? Unos cuantos
Okay.
días más sin ti, y escaparemos por el
Get some
cielo.
moolah.
Ay, chica, ven
Not
a
that it helps.
mis brazos, que te quiero regalar 1.000.000 de besos. Ay, chica, serás mi esposa, yo te llevo hasta el altar si tú me amas. Unos cuantos días más de ausencia, dime niña, ¿qué haré yo sin ti?
Gotta have-
I won.
Unos cuantos días
Nice.
más sin ti, y escaparemos
What did you
por
win?
el cielo, sí.
2 achievements.
Unos cuantos días más de ausencia,
Ah!
dime niña, ¿qué haré yo sin ti? Unos cuantos días más sin ti, y escaparemos por el cielo, sí. Ay, chica, ven a mis brazos, que te quiero regalar 1.000.000 de pesos. Ay, chica, serás mi esposa, yo te llevo hasta el altar si tú me amas. Unos cuantos días más de ausencia, dime niña, ¿qué haré yo sin ti? Unos cuantos días
Okay.
más sin ti, y escaparemos por el cielo, sí.
Hell. There we go. I don't get it. Just think about how much money I put in.
Money. Guala. Yams. Ducats. Buckets. Buckets.
Oh, it should clean up by the next one. Hope I have money again soon in this game, or else I'm gonna have to revolt against the colony. I don't think I want to do that yet. It sucks. Okay. Export some milk. Export some pineapple.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm playing Tropico
streaming.
6, my dude. And I lost.
Winning.
Damn. We're gonna have to restart this one. You know, I don't think I will play Tropico anymore. What about sex with Stalin? What? How much does it cost?
It's like $2.
I'm buying it and I'm streaming it.
Good. What the?
All right.
What's going on?
Just waiting for my game to download.
I'll watch that. Hold on.
Sex with Stalin?
I'd watch that. I'd buy that for $1.
It's highly inappropriate.
Yeah, it's definitely not okay for people to see with their eyes, but it's happening. This is a 10 gigabyte game?
Jesus.
10.8. Ain't no sunshine when Stalin's gone. Skies are red when he is away.
Do you have any viewers?
Me?
No.
Yo, dude, Stalin's face just moved in the picture of him on the store page.
I think you're just high.
No, you're high.
Fuck yeah.
Nobody saw that. Nobody was watching my stream for that. God damn it.
Ugh.
See that Jergens bottle in my stream? Anyone who watches will know that. Hell yeah. It's not for masturbating, I swear.
Masturbation.
Masturbation. Take care of that. There once was a man from Nantucket who did not have a penis. That's it. Oh no, what's going on? My camera. All right, you guys about ready? Because it's going to be a minute. One gig remaining.
Dude, what an OP card. I got a good card in Slay the Spire.
All right, boys. Jesus Christ. It's time to tune in. Because sex with Stalin is now a thing. Wow. Oh, wow. That's a big old cock. We're going to check out the prologue.
Who I am. Let me explain. An ordinary guy, who was studying to be a historian. Organizations get shut down, incessant staff reductions, write-offs, and poverty.
Okay.
On the other hand, oligarchs and their friends hold power with an iron grip. In their personal interests, they switched everything to private rails. The country was divided and sold. Despite having a diploma with honor and a completed dissertation paper,
My
I had
little
to
poop.
become a stash man.
Interesting
A stash man works
so
hard,
far.
but can earn good money. In this damned world, money decides everything. You just cannot survive without it. Still, existential despair, ethical hopelessness, and inner decay are killing me. I wish the world were different. At least a little.
Man, he's got a huge hand. Or is that a
I
tiny
studied to be a
can?
historian in order to devote more time to researching great revolutionaries and anarchists of the past, as well as in the hope of finding out how we can change the world today. All in vain. There are only few people like me now. We are too scanty to change anything.
So, interesting so far. Oh, I think I
This is
have that
Semyon
rug.
Mikhailovich, my neighbor and an inveterate alcoholic. When drunk, he talks all sorts of nonsense about the time machine and pretends to be a great physicist who studied in Germany. At least I thought it
How
was
you get rid of a cough.
Until I put his wife on my cock one day.
Oh!
Natalia Ivanova,
Mm.
an elderly woman, used to seek solace, and believe me, she did find it. Just imagine, her husband drinks and beats her, and there is a young and always sexually hungry guy next door. And that is me. It's a sin not to take advantage. I remember very well how her small, cunning, old womanish eyes spotted me right away. I could understand this because I did not take my eyes off her too. Yes, I love MILFs. Why not?
I feel like the script for this
Long story short,
is a copy
when my
pasta
cock
straight
visited
off
her
of a
rotten
fucking
truffle for the nth time,
Mongolian
and
basket
we had
weaving
hot
forum.
sex at her place, I noticed a solid file lying on a bedside table, and of course I snatched it, hoping it contained their retirement savings. After a couple of squirts, I returned home and opened the ill-fated package. If I say I was fucking shocked, that wouldn't be the exact word. I almost shit on myself of sincere and inhuman surprise. Instead of the expected retirement money, I discovered some documents showing that Semyon was not only an alcoholic, boomer, and cuckold, but also a recognized scientist working at Solkovo. My skills of a stash man and old women fucker helped me to find rubbish spots and a loophole I am going to use to penetrate into a secret lab established in a Sokovol basement. It was difficult, but I managed to get this secret object.
All right, what in the hell?
Poor Semyon Mikhailovich. Apparently he found out about his wife's betrayal. Now that does not matter though, because I will change this country along with the whole world. The coordinates and time are defined. It's time to set off. Hopefully, I did not make the wrong choice.
Staying in Lenin's shadow, Stalin skillfully installed his allies on every level of the party
Interesting.
apparatus. Joseph has always been a moderate socialist, flawlessly playing his role in front of
How was
friends and foes alike.
I was
Even
streaming
after
it.
Lenin's death
Got a
in
deep story.
1924, he continued to lurk in the shadows, pitting his rivals Trotsky, Kamenev, and Zinoviev, the primary pretenders to the communist throne, against each other. Stalin initiated the so-called Lenin's draft, the mass recruitment of working-class people into the Russian Communist Party. This transition from the party of elites to the party of workers had a profound effect, severely limiting the influence of Stalin's rivals, and this allowed Stalin to start his quest for supremacy. Stalin didn't bend, but not everyone could see this. He was always unflinchingly pragmatic and efficiently cruel. When leading the country, Joseph did not allow for a shade of insubordination with public and hidden purges, stamping out discontent before it could spread.
All right.
I wonder how many people should be executed before Beria is accused of being a butcher. And at what point do we finally execute him because of it? He has too much influence now, and these thoughts stink like damn rotten capitalism. Lenin would have turned over in his grave 3 times by now. Fucking fuck! In Kennedy! There's a spy! Shoot him!
Oh no. Comrade Stalin, don't kill me, please.
Wait a minute. You're naked. Why on Soviet
Wait a minute, you're
land?
naked.
There's a naked guy in my
What the
office,
fuck?
and he wants to rape the general secretary. Call for Comrade Beria.
No,
right
don't do
now.
that.
This is treason. State treason.
I'm not going to rape you. Jesus fuck.
Well, yes. Your shirt too doesn't look that terrifying. Even Malin casting is more impressive. Though he's never been famous for his.
Okay.
You are talking
Hello.
nonsense. And I
What
should
up?
mention that you're looking less and less intimidating. In fact,
we
you
having
don't
sex with
look
Stalin?
intimidating at all. You just took me by surprise while I was
wrong?
lost in my thoughts. And if you value your life, though it will be short, of course, believe me, I can make it even shorter. So,
Wait.
you've chosen death then. You are
This
lucky
started
that I have not gun
very
in my
sexual.
pocket. All right, I can give you another choice. You wanna be shot in the head
yeah.
or in the heart? I can also shoot your nutsack off first if you wish. I will make you scream like a little girl.
Zhukov is plotting against you.
That's nothing new.
That's my portrait.
Not surprised. I'm already old, my dear boy. Of course he will. I didn't take him in hand for nothing. Me and Nikita Sergeyevich had a conflict in the past, but we settled it. And talking about Comrade Georgy, he's not far-sighted enough, and he understands it himself.
Need to
She always
not
was
be
a
on Reddit.
romantic person with a passion for new things.
first ball, then I had a pair.
Khrushchev had a bald head, so your rule doesn't work. What? Stop. How can you know this indeed? Who are you?
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
What was the name of my father? Why was I expelled from a theological seminary? You know, my father regularly beat me and my mother. I could not accept
yeah, but I'm in
this
the middle
from a
of this
religious
right now.
person, so I turned to Marxism. How old was I when I lost my virginity? In your time, it's probably not a secret.
This is getting weird again.
When
Okay.
was my first time with a man? Okay, last question. What I did to Roosevelt when we met at the Yalta Conference in 1945, I've never told this to anyone.
Not long before I met him, you scratched your groin with one hand, wiped your ass with the other, and then shook his hand with both your hands. He never knew this, but you felt contented anyway.
Okay, maybe you are from the future, or maybe you're a cunning liar. Anyway, you know too much. Don't worry, my dear. You have no chance of surviving through the night, so we can just take our time and enjoy this
right, it's
conversation.
over.
And why not? I have insomnia anyway.
It's over. My life is over.
For sure. Yesterday,
The Pirates game?
Maid wanted to help me too,
No,
but
no,
she had
please,
a
fine.
Mauser in her hand. She was dashing about as fast as lightning, wild and bold. She
I won
wanted to kill me. She wanted that
I
so
won.
much.
I defeated the
But-
I defeated it, and I won forever.
But what?
But she left my office in the morning with her bottom falling out. Beria overdid it. And 1 day later, she was executed. But it doesn't matter now. Let's get started. But before, camera time traveler, please bend over and cough. I need to check you for spyware.
Playing sex with Stalin. Yep. No, I'd rather kill you. No, I'd rather do it. I don't know. Which do I pick? Sex with
Pick 'em all,
Stalin?
dude. The choice is yours.
I feel like it's the title of the game is Sex with Stalin. If I pick to kill him, he's gonna just kill me.
What are you doing? Damn it. I'm gonna break you. Like this.
Stalin never changed. Only Papadonin could render any significant impact, and as a
bonking
result,
him on
his
the head,
attack
dude. Why?
prompted Stalin to think about everything. His thoughts
Oh.
led him to the trivial
Oh, God.
truth. He had promised to help me, but instead tried to kill me. So no one can be trusted. Everyone lies, and lie is a savior, and salvation is in death. The complete freedom of
Gold
action
tier.
within the current legislation was proclaimed in the
67th percentile.
USSR, but any divergence was punishable. If you stole, you would be shot. If you deceived, you would be shot. If you killed, you would be
Gold
shot.
tier.
If you learned something you shouldn't, you would be shot. The people of USSR weren't ready for this. Many didn't understand the new laws and were confused about what was forbidden and what was not. The rules of life in USSR were subsequently promoted on television
Dude, why
and
is Russia
radio
shooting
channels
so many
around
people?
the clock. Special courses and tests were organized. Stalin liked the
Yeah,
idea
Russia,
of
get outta
courses
here.
so much that they were eventually introduced in schools. Every citizen at the age of 20 had to pass a test of the knowledge of laws. Those who did not pass were executed. Unrest
Interesting.
began to rise as a result of constant executions. Stalin then
Interesting.
decided to take part in the test. He became the first person to fail the test on air during a TV show. And according to eyewitnesses,
interesting.
Stalin barked an order at one of the nearby soldiers. Shoot!
My goodness.
The soldier begged the leader to take his words back, but Joseph was adamant. And so he was shot on air. The death of the leader sunk deep into the souls of Soviet citizens. It
Stalin.
initiated
Dude,
the
that was the
unconditional
longest thing.
subordination of the Soviet people to the party. The
He's just
USSR
reading
was
that so
headed
slow.
by Beria, and he continued in Stalin's bloody
Eat it up,
footsteps.
guy.
Ah, there we go. Ah, see, I knew it. I knew it.
Dude, you lost.
I wonder how many people should.
You gotta have sex with Stalin again.
But
Oh, good thing I can skip it
Oh,
all this
shit.
time.
not so bad.
There's like full on dick in this game. Good lord.
What was the name? Oh, when? Oh, okay. For sure.
Okay, skipping.
But before,
Okay,
camera
okay.
Time traveler, please
I'll do it,
bend over.
Stalin. Take me. Oh, I just shit on him.
You know, comrade traveler, I received some interesting materials yesterday. I'm curious what you may think about them,
How you coming?
and you can compare them to your time. Don't trash. You
Oh,
have
shit.
enough
Almost
time
queued
to
us
study
rank.
that details. Firstly, tell me something. Is communism at all possible?
Comrade Stalin, it is well known that one must destroy capitalism or be smashed under its foot. Yada yada yada, yada yada
That's
yada.
not what I asked.
Fucking
You
commie
see,
bullshit.
The author of the materials I mentioned before has built quite an interesting logic consequence.
Not
As
saying I'm
you
a
may
fan
know,
of this
the essence
capitalism
of
bullshit
communism was
either.
explained by Karl Marx. Well, in the highest phase of communist society, the division of labor that enslaves people
Is this-
will disappear.
Is this just a lot of propaganda and gay sex? I'm wondering if that's what
But
this
at
is.
the same time, I sometimes think that communism is desirable.
Oh, new
but
article, 5-year plan.
almost impossible to reach.
Goda
At
Imba.
least due to the fundamental subjectivity of individual consciousness. You see, the socialism that
Wanna
we
play some
have now,
Dota Imba?
it is in fact the same capitalism, but already completely monopolistic.
Is there any practical possibility for
No.
Monopolistic capitalism. It's autocratic, so to say. There is the monopoly on trade, legislation, production. There are some methods. There really are. But everything depends on people's self-consciousness. Any method can be of use when it comes to this. As you might know, the end justifies the means. Well, I heard that if certain rights or rituals are carried out, they can possibly influence the course of history. To a certain extent, of course. I know it sounds unscientific and absurd, but even if there is only a small probability of this happening, why shouldn't we spend some time studying it?
Interesting.
Exactly. You may not believe me.
This
but
is a
magic
lot
has been known
of
since
reading.
ancient times.
And Stalin talks so
Read it.
slow. But Hitler lost in the end. No magical artifacts were there to help him.
Magic, dear, is a delicate matter. It's like an
Hitler.
invisible thread penetrating through the universe. If
Always.
it does exist, there is. And I've had plenty more opportunities to study it. He simply began his large-scale expansion.
What's so
Instead
good
of
about
using the
Hitler?
resources he had wisely,
Nothing.
it was rude and
Goddamn
ignorant,
nothing.
and it came back to bite him.
I think Hitler bit himself.
Not at all. Think about what I've just told you. Magic is a thread that penetrates the universe. What happens if someone damages that thread or touches something that should never happen?
What?
Exactly. If you practice it
Wait,
carelessly,
what are you talking about?
you can tear the energy flows. The flows of chi, chakras, you may call it whatever you like. Any blunder can cause full-scale disaster, and he made a lot of them. Believe me.
Let's get him, dude.
What is the difference between yourself and Hitler, Stalin?
He only wanted power and unification of the world under his command. But I want peace and goodness, and our motherland will flourish without
I don't
troubles
think I've ever
and
played
grief.
this side. I can't remember if I have.
Pretty good. Great in
Believe
team
it or
fights. He's like the team fight daddy. Oh, dude, I'm lagging out. There we go. He's the team fight daddy.
Streak!
We will analyze. We can study the past and the mistakes made by others. We will observe what is dangerous to do and what is possible when performed carefully within reasonable limits. We'll check prayers,
Oh,
protective
gee
amulets,
willikers.
invoking spirits for protection of the Soviet people, blessing the land and crops and more. But first of all, of course, we need to study all of this. The USSR has no enemies. There are only ill-wishers.
Hey.
But if they go so far in their strive to harm us, they will get a
Putting me to
decent
sleep,
fight back.
Stalin.
I will protect my
Get with the
people.
fucky
Oh,
fuck.
He is alive, but in a coma. Even the bullet eventually turned away from him. Knowledge. Anyway, he is dead to the rest of the world. Any questions or suggestions?
Let's see. Comrade Stalin, are there any paranormal phenomena in the USSR? Number 2, do you know what will become one of the most striking phenomena of the 20th and 21st centuries? Number 3, in the future, the Americans will focus on space exploration and the development of space programs. It will not be easy to compete with them. Or number 4, you know, in my time, the USSR is known as a very caring state when it comes to its citizens. However, it is also known for its limitations to rights and freedom. Now I'm going to ask about aliens.
What phenomena? I wouldn't say there's anything in particular that comes to mind, although there are a couple of moments I can remember. For example, our best psychics, Wolf Messing and Nina Kulagina.
Was Wolf Messing a powerful and...
His predictions often don't come true, but I understand that he isn't the only one to give such predictions. Nibel, Nina, Ninachka. She's not Madame Kulakova, of course, but she's nice. She gave us significant assistance in defending the northern capital during the war as a radio operator in a tank. Now, following the war, she is heavily involved in killing practices.
It is hard to understand this guy.
That she cured many people. Nothing much. Locals have always believed that there is something of a different nature in the lake, but this is just rumors and imagination. You may likely know in the future about the legends that are told about the dragon.
The dragon? Yes, they say that the first to find it was the armor,
Yes,
harder
that's
army.
the legend, and we keep it alive. There is no need for people to know the truth.
We keep it alive. There is no need for people to know the truth. Wah wah wee wah.
Of course not. Don't be naive. Back in
Yash
Soviet
and
times,
mash.
it seems when it was Alexander II, people from the Emperor's retinue went far north, across the ocean. I can hardly imagine how they managed it, how they survived through that harsh expedition. But they found a number of trophies there. There were the remains of a dinosaur-like creatures and preserved eggs. Creatures resemble them, at least, but that's not the point. The bottom line is that once in our climate, after the eternal cold, they begin to reawake. The narrow-minded nobles decided to speed up the process and keep them in a water of the lake, where they would like to rest, until the eggs began to disappear one by one. At first, the nobles thought it was a group of robbers stealing their toys, so they began to patrol the area. It took a couple of weeks for everything to fall into place. Once, during their regular drinking sessions, a big reptile emerged from the water
Ate the nobles.
and ate the nobles and the peasants.
But how do you know?
I saw him, this creature, the last of them. In 1942, people started
Oh, no.
disappearing in the area.
Oh no,
For the
my
first
camera.
time in a long while. Then the
My
soldiers
camera.
who were sent to settle the problem also vanished. By the time we arrived there with Lavrenty Pavlovich, everything was, to put it mildly, terrible. The waters were red. We decided to use bait. We filled the corpses of people with various poisons, and it worked. A few days later, we saw it floating on the surface. It was a huge, sick, worn-out monster. It was desperately trying to get ashore. There he was made by a division.
Did you study him or something?
There was the war, so we had no time for that. We
Study him.
buried the remains in the lake. They're still there, I suppose, along with the remains of his brethren. Why should I be amazed or excited?
You know, gigantic monsters, psychics, and stuff. Even in my time, it's all treated like madmen's tales, to put it mildly.
If only those had been the only things happening in the Soviet Union. I would even show it if I hadn't lost my Power Stone.
Power Stone.
Have you heard about a meteorite that trusted through space and time, that tore the sky with its red thread? The Stone of Fate, the Stone of Desires, the celestial body that burned hectares of forest by the Patkamina Tunguska River. There are different theories and assumptions. Divine providence, Hitler's failed experiment, but it happened. That's a fact. And it had different, far-reaching consequences. There are a certain number of fragments, power stones, left from the meteorite.
Oh.
I need to pee.
That's right. As always, you instantly understood me. I did used to own one of them for quite a long time.
How did you get it?
I inherited it from my alcoholic father shortly before he died in 1909. He got it by accident in some fight and didn't have an inkling of its secret powers. To be honest, I myself didn't realize everything. Physical power like a bear has, and a huge speed of thinking, letting me analyze everything around and predict different things. For example, where a sniper will shoot from, where a pigeon flying above the head will poop, what Malenkov ate for breakfast, and the most importantly, the ability to identify enemies from just a list of surnames on a sheet of paper, and the ability to fly too.
Thank you, Stalin, for talking and keeping everyone entertained while I urinated.
Sure. Constant heartburn, diarrhea, rectal prolapse,
prolapse.
uncontrolled fits of anger. But it's nothing compared to what this power opened access to. When the stone was activated, the clothes I had on vanished, burned down, turning into ashes. But after that, new clothes appeared. A white blue dress with snow-white lacy pinafores and cuffs, and a bow, a large bow. You could see a similar uniform, but brown in color on any Soviet schoolgirl. And another disadvantage, the stone can be activated permanently. When its action, which lasted up to an hour, ended, its magic powers died out, and I was left alone, naked,
And with his
and
rectum
my
out.
rectum
Yeah,
out.
that's the part that's like, wow. Just his butt fall off.
That's what I thought first. But then I found another owner of this artifact. It was Leon Trotsky.
See,
We
Leon
repeatedly
Trotsky was
closed
one of the
our
most
magic
active
once in
participants
battle for the
in the
Kremlin. In the end, he lost. As you understand, I destroyed his stone and
Okay.
kicked Trotsky himself as hard as I could. So hard, he flew behind the horizon. But unfortunately, Leon survived and fled
Colonel
from
Sanders
Europe.
was a
Then
Russian
I thought that without
fucking
his
Power
he
Stone
wouldn't
holder.
pose a big threat as he used to. So I decided
Apparently.
to come back to state affairs. Of course not. I sent my agents to him, who, as you may know, managed to eliminate him.
You said that you had lost your source of power. How did it happen?
You know, the stone has its own consciousness. Maybe it was time to hand the power and the great cause of manual advocacy of communism over to a new.
Yeah, okay. But what if the stone gets to your rivals?
I thought about it, but according to my humble estimates, a lot of money from the Soviet budget have to be spent to find at least an approximate.
So it would cost too much to find. No one would ever stumble
What
upon
are you
it.
getting at?
Imagine that the two of us can achieve using my knowledge of the future world and the lost stone able to give magic powers. It's a double strike against the state universe. Since there would be two stones, there might be a third one, right? Furthermore, I know how to reset the rectum falling out. This guy's gonna fix Stalin's ass.
Yes. Is that something urgent? What do you mean staged? Alive? Damn it. It seems that Trotsky is back in the game.
Okay, shit just got Sailor Moon weird. Following him into the woods.
Stalin never changed. Only Papadanin could render any significant impact, and as a result, Stalin told the time traveler about his good old days of being a warrior in a sailor's suit. Stalin decided to recover the lost stone. Everyone was forced to look for it, but no one was told what they were looking for. If someone refused to obey this demand, they were declared an enemy of the people. And,
So,
of course,
I'm coming to
executed.
conclusion that this is a
The
pick your
stone was
own
never found, but this
adventure
situation
story,
attracted
and I have
Trotsky's
to-
attention. His
I
death
have
was
to
staged, and he
be
was
cunning.
living in America all the time.
I have to actually,
Trotsky
like,
returned to the USSR
think
having
about
a
how
replacement for
I'm
his
gonna
stone
fuck
of
Stalin.
power that had once been destroyed by Stalin. He brought destruction and cataclysms on the land of Soviet Union and challenged Stalin to a duel. The great chief agreed in order to save his people, though he was no more than a mere punching bag. Stalin was eventually killed by Trotsky and splintered into atoms. When Trotsky learned that Papadanin had knowledge of the future, he began to hunt him. He expected that the time traveler would come to him willingly. The meeting took place at the site of Tunguska meteorite, an area where the power of the stones was greatly weakened, but this fact was unknown to Trotsky. The time traveler and Beria took advantage of this weakness. Papadanin played the role of bait, and a nuclear bomb was dropped on the place of the fallen meteorite. The weakened Trotsky could not defend himself against it. The power of the Moonstones was lost forever.
Damn, that sucks. They lost him.
$43 seconds on that.
That is a peen.
I wonder how many people should
Wait a
be
minute.
executed before Beria is accused of being
Nope.
a butcher. And at what point do we finally...
Main menu, there's a thing that says start game the true ending. I'ma just make a guess.
I wonder. Fuck it. Well, wait.
All right, skippity, 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 skip. Clickety, clickety, click, click, clickety, clack, clickety, clack. Oh, what did I click?
You know, comrade traveler, I received some interest.
Oh, I shit on him.
But at the same time, I sometimes think that communism is desirable, but almost impossible to reach, at least due to the fundamental subjectivity of individual consciousness. You see, the socialism that we have now, it is in fact the same capitalism, but already. There are plenty of options.
I'm not gonna listen to him
I got
speak
it.
this whole time. I can't.
At a first glance,
I gotta skippity
not
skip.
at all. We are
I gotta know.
to become free
All
of
right,
fears,
become free of fears, the hunger and the war.
To
To be workers of communism. We can achieve that
Razor's here.
with anal.
Absolutely right. Well, I've already confessed to you that communism shares some features of autocratic capitalism. But this is different. Regardless of the state system, I can confidently say that I have nothing in common with it. Well, there are. What do you mean?
In the future,
What happened? How did it come to this? Was it some kind of outside influence? Or maybe social degenerate?
it is the culture, Comrade Stalin, the culture itself.
They do listen. Well, thanks for the information. We will have to put an end to that. And yet, I really appreciate.
Believe me, it's not an option. Intimidation will only make the collapse come sooner. There is another way.
And what is that way?
Wow, this is a long-winded fucking option. Pop culture. You need to prompt the start of a simple mass culture in your country. Breakdancers, street artists, bloggers. The influencers for the youth. The only hope for the Soviet Union.
Soviet.
Again, we need a simple culture that everyone can understand. Right now, it's too sophisticated. Answer 2, ballet.
Excuse me.
Excuse me?
Of course, I'd do anything for the sake of the motherland.
I'd do anything for the sake of the motherland. Here we go! Let's go, Stalin! 100,000 repressions later. Ooh. Yes! What the actual hell, man? Beautiful.
Stalin never changed. Only Popadanin could leave a lasting impression, and Stalin uplifted the classical arts in the country.
Just culturalize the culture.
The Soviet opera and ballet conquered the world.
I did best the adagio, and my arabesque is fucking awesome.
This period is known as the golden age of culture in the USSR. Countless poets, writers, and artists were born. Of course, many of them then faced the firing squad for their disloyalty to the country and the party.
Of course, how else?
But despite continual purges, the people worshipped Stalin in churches and monasteries. His antiques can be seen in every city.
I am beautiful.
Unfortunately, he fell from a horse while playing the role of a daring hussar in his own production at the Bolshoi Theater, broke his back, and died shortly after that.
I'm gonna tell you right away. Breaking a spine is nothing like building a communism.
However, the purges didn't stop at his death, and this eventually led to a full-scale riot.
motherfucker.
Army leadership used this opportunity to seize power.
My school.
Papadanin was accused of being anti-classical and faced the firing squad.
Just like,
That's
where's the
what you
damage?
get for fucking dancing.
Okay, well that's just graphic male nudity right there.
Oh, I don't see it. Oh, right there. Yeah.
I wonder how many people should be. Fuck. What? So.
You got a clickety clack click.
But before, comrade time traveler.
Okay, I'll do it. I just shit on Stalin's face. I love that. He's like, I'm intrigued.
Comrade Don't
You make a poo-poo.
At the same time, I sometimes think that communism is desirable, but almost impossible to reach. At least due to the fundamental subjectivity.
Perhaps there exist some measures that will serve the collective consciousness.
Long ago, I had the opportunity to read. One day, comrade. It was maybe. Let's just say it's first of all, I studied at the theology. I'm ready to do it. I
Oh
wouldn't
shit!
say there are problems.
I didn't see what I clicked. It was the
After
middle
all,
one
we
though.
have like it or not, would you know? But who?
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Basic human
That was
needs.
the first
Oh,
point.
basic
The
human
second
needs.
is that
You know
it
what one of those
exists.
is?
The meaning of communism is
Eh?
to provide people with
Nut.
everything necessary to live. Do not forget
Nut.
the main principle of our work, to each according to his needs, and eating is also
War
a
is
need.
war, but lunch is always scheduled into the day. In our time, fast food is a very common thing. Eating? Nothing grows on this damn land. Only your prison camps grow like mushrooms. I'm not trying to insult the man. I'm trying to him.
Fast food? You're definitely a spy. You don't love and respect your own culture, which
Oh, in Cali restaurant. I need to see something. I need to do a pee pee poo poo check.
Keep your booba check.
Pee pee poo poo check.
Bird up.
Wrong one, but okay.
and what is ours then? Cafes or restaurants? Even these words are borrowed. Hold on. He did good, and he did what you are afraid of. It's called the order. No problem. We will. Well, I already have my favorite.
Vinaigrette with pickled
Vinaigrette
cabbage,
with
aspic
cabbage,
cottage cheese
aspic
casserole with
cottage
raisins,
cheese
cranberry
casserole
with
with
powdered
raisins.
cock. I can see that you're a foodie. Don't call him a
I like
foodie.
cooking, but I don't really have time.
Come on. Call him
I
a
really don't
connoisseur.
mind making some unique drinks.
Call him a
Are you
gourmand.
joking? I can make a signature cocktail using my
This is Stalin you're talking to.
just for you.
Fucking-
16 milliliters
Where's my
of
fucking
ginger
hat?
liquor and milliliters of fresh lemon juice and 20 milliliters of rose and lemon liquor. That's my own recipe.
Alright, Stalin. We're gonna fuck you in style now. I got this light up hat. Got this sensor in it, the like nose stuff. Where it at though? Anyway.
Now alt. There it is.
Perfect.
What?
Fucking take it.
Listen, comrade. You're the first I'm going to tell about this, but I've invented a real energy drink. Red Bull. But alright, take some strong coffee, sugar, mix it with lemonade, and add a teaspoon of honey.
That sounds fucking disgusting, Stalin.
Of course I have. Here you go. Quick cooking noodles in a convenient bowl. Pour some boiling water over them, and they're done. I would call it eat this fuck.
Eat this shit.
That sounds good, comrade traveler. I want to start right now. We will go in parallel with the West to demonstrate how right. Ushki, of course. People eat them every day in Savkhozets.
Huh.
It sounds delicious. You're right. We need to invest in that development. We don't need to copy everything. We should better promote our own sushi. They can be stuffed with chicken, eggs, and cheese. Sweet pumpkin jam. Let's call it breakfast pumpkin. Yeah. Chocolate eggs. A friend of mine has one. It's called
Jesus.
Camo Supra.
Jesus.
We already have caramel cocktails on stick, and that's enough. Let them suck. They're good at it. If you want more caramel, we can always make caramel eggs whip. I'm always serious when it comes to
Stalin
the
is
development
excited,
of my
boys.
country. I can
Let's
feel now that
go!
my country will become the culinary super.
900 repressions later.
I'm gonna show you my best recipe now. How you said burger? We'll make it. So, first we take stale Soviet bread, tomato, cucumber, and the main ingredient, the brain of the repressed bitch.
Oh.
Stalin never changed. Only Papadanin could render any significant impact, and as a result, Stalin organized a chain of fast food
The fuck
restaurants
is
in
that?
the
The
state
human
called
brain.
Tavarish
What?
Foods and Red Star
He's
Burgers.
eating a brain.
Yeah.
The culture of fast food took root extremely quickly, and there was huge demand soon.
brain.
The first of its kind,
looks
Tavarish
human.
Foods implemented the system
brain of
ordering
demented
and
bitch.
delivery, which was especially important for the working class. Fast
What he
food
said.
delivery came to replace the usual canteens. However, such
What I just
success
said.
had a terrible drawback. The Soviet people began to gain weight at a rapid
Being
pace.
outside, how about
It
that?
caused some unrest among the supporters of a healthy lifestyle, but they faced persecution and repressions. Along with fast food, there were some fresh repressions delivered right to your door. The highlights of the repressions were printed on the cups. It was a hit during the winter season. Hot coffee represso. The motto was simple and unpretentious.
HLS.
Is the enemy of the people, so execute them. The capitalist world looked on in silence and didn't interfere. They felt both amazement and horror. In the end, Stalin died from heart failure and extreme obesity. The time traveler took his place. A few years later, the factories and collective farms that were engaged in the production and supply of fast food suffered a massive logistical failure. Papadanin was betrayed by his colleagues Khrushchev and Malenkov, they made a deal with the United States to exchange the time traveler for a permanent supply of grain and dairy products over the next 5 years.
All right. Not bad.
Alright. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright.
And some penis.
I
No.
won that.
No. No.
Fuck. What? So,
Clickety clickety
Why
clack
did you do
clack.
that?
I can change the angle.
okay, last. Okay, maybe you are from the future, or maybe you're a. For sure, yes. But she left. But before, come
Here we go. Shit on his face.
You know, comrade traveler, I received some interesting materials yesterday. I'm curious what you may
I
think
don't want to
about
come
them.
back.
No, that's not. But indeed, why not put an end to an upheaval? Yes. You know, a draft. Probably.
I picked execution.
But this way it is possible to eliminate the pockets of rebellion. There was a time in the imperial era when the rulers lived peacefully and didn't know any bad times.
they got blue.
So to say, the royal family did whatever they wanted. The imperial surges fulfilled reckless.
Terrible general.
I did. I still. Only a strong spirit can make a difficult decision. For the safety of millions, the safety of one can be neglected. Who knows? What do you call it in the future? More genocide
Dude, don't
or
stand so close, he's
necessary
gonna get both of us.
sacrifice?
Oh no.
I understand. You just can't
Now they're gonna
comprehend.
and pick you
But
off.
it's not because I'm terrible.
They are, aren't
It's
they?
because you've never tried to run an entire country.
Quick, push bottom.
It's terrible. I've always been afraid of it. I wasn't sure that it would go that way, so I haven't taken the most extreme measures. I'm sure you can help us with your knowledge.
Don't
and
stand
we
too
will
close.
be
Don't get
able
too far
to
away.
suppress the
You're dead
descent
either way.
and raise a worthy generation.
Standing,
that will
there's
save
ability
what
to
we've
stand
achieved.
outside of
A
the
new
AoE
era
and
will
still be
begin
together.
Soon. But for now, did you
No,
say
that's
Like
not
Khrushchev?
this.
consistent.
Can you tell me more?
Just like that.
We must make a new list.
Did you ever think about the development of man's physiological abilities? I mean, both personally and in general. Of all Soviet people, for example, or two. What do you believe to be the purpose of life?
Cool.
That's a very nice question, but I don't think it has an answer at all.
Dude, this might actually be pretty good.
Exactly. You
Yep.
Hey!
I only know
Or you're
that
gonna die from. No, he doesn't have ult.
Every human has a duty to find his own
He
reason
still might
to
kill
live.
me.
My duty
Stay
is
under
to
tower.
provide them with
Bye.
everything they need based
Nice
on
job.
the available resources. And, of course, to urge them to
I'm
follow
up in
the
6
path
seconds.
of communism. It varies. Sometimes I'm a waiter with
I've got
Careful. Be
desires.
very
You
careful.
don't know what they
Don't
truly
know what
want.
they tr- And the scale doesn't matter, whether it be a small group. This can vary as well. Making tough decisions is difficult, but necessary when considering the welfare of the people. Destruction. It's too drastic. Death for salvation. That's bullshit.
That's what you think now. Tell you about the trends of the future.
Important
Oh,
item.
the room just
You're
popped up.
right. This world can only be saved by the means of destruction. Comrade, I didn't
I think
forget
the,
what
your
you
magic
just told me.
and intelligence should depict
But I
how
made a
powerful
decision.
the serpents are.
We
Oh.
need to shoot everyone like this.
No, and
I picked the wrong ending, boys.
the type of damage they do.
Say what?
I guarantee you, I will make reparations
Oh.
great again. My word.
I just couldn't hear you.
It was stupid anyways.
It was loud in the game.
Well, now, it's time for a bang.
Stalin?
You know, I regret nothing.
You guys, my stream's about to get fucking wild. No!
Beautiful.
You bastards!
I would like some kebab now, huh?
Stalin never changed.
Damn.
Only Papadanian could leave a lasting impression.
Now make out.
Now, knowing what the future held and deeply disturbed by this knowledge, Stalin came to a decision. This decision was a hard one, but Stalin believed that it was the only correct one.
Kill everybody.
All political conflicts, economic crisis, religious faiths, even the daily life of man brought only discord, strife, and suffering. When birthing a child, a woman experienced
you might
horrible
wanna
pain,
TP
and
back.
the newborn who just entered the world got a slap on the butt and a dose of hurt when his lungs opened up for the first time. The world would never be just, and humanity's egoism already led to an extinction of many species, and the endless wars, killing millions, greed, hypocrisy, lies, corruption, suffering of innocent folks. Stalin decided to break this circle and prepare for the destruction of the world. A new weapon of mass destruction was launched into space to his direct order, the Death Sputnik.
At first, I wanted to call it the Death Star, but then I changed my mind.
The orbital bombardment that followed was apocalyptic by itself, but in its wake followed tsunamis, earthquakes, landslides, and hurricanes. The few who survived the initial onslaught did not have the means to survive in those conditions. The last people would die from hunger, cold, and radiation. And then, when the smoke cleared, oceans would stop boiling and the winds would calm down. Then the Sputnik unleashed the
Bomb has
last
been
barrage, and the Earth was no more. The humanity could not hurt anyone ever again.
And then I was just hanging out at a satellite, just chilling.
Just chilling.
He's following me.
That's a lot of cock.
I wonder how fuck. So, okay, for sure. But she left. But before, camera time traveler.
Pooping on his face.
Keep him on rotation. Keep him on rotation. Oh, that bitch.
You know, comrade traveler, don't try. That's not what. But at the same time, I sometimes think that communism is desirable. Indeed, why not put it? Yes. You know, probably, but I did. Only a strong. Who knows?
Wow.
What do you call it in the future? More genocide. I understand. It is terrible. I've always been afraid of it. Did I? Of course I did. And not only me, actually. It takes a lot of effort to build the ideal communist. Absolutely right. I help. Programs, maybe. We are actively promoting a healthy lifestyle, but your programs. It means that people only participate so they. It sounds like yoga and meditation are common in your time. What are they? And what is their purpose?
All right, now I'm talking to
What do
Stalin
those
about yoga.
practices consist of? Please. Of course.
Okay, I convinced Stalin to do yoga.
Good. He needs that in his age.
Oh, there's Stalin's fat fucking cock.
Chakra. Oh fuck. Not opening. I need more practice.
What's up, Twitch mods?
Stalin never changed.
Oh
Only
my
Papadanyan could leave a lasting
I'm dead.
impression, and Stalin became an ascetic.
At least I lost some weight.
He stopped eating meat and started to practice yoga, martial arts, and meditation. He spurned his administrative duties, seeing them as a source of stress and anger. But his self-imposed removal from the country's political scene led to fierce infighting in the ranks. The party did not
Wow.
approve of the leader's lifestyle, and in the end, Malenkov, Beria, and Khrushchev united to depose Stalin.
And we used to drink together.
On his
That was Stalin's
102nd
fat, juicy
birthday,
cock.
Stalin was poisoned by one of the members of Politburo.
Sorry.
If you raise a snake, expect to get bitten. I should have done more repressions.
Stalin's spiritual guru was then declared the enemy of the people and a spy, and faced the firing squad.
Left their mortal shells, so to say.
That's what happens.
Don't look at the dick.
I wonder how fuck what so that oh you know but before camera time traveler please bend over.
I love when he poops on Stalin's face.
You know, comrade traveler, I received some interesting material. Don't try. That's not what I asked. You see, the outer of the materials I made. But at the same time, I sometimes think that communism is desirable, but almost impossible to reach. At least due to the fundamental subjectivity of individuals. There are some methods. There, as you might know, magic, yeah.
Okay, this is the magic one that
Exactly.
led to
The only
aliens. This is the first route that I went down.
Is alive.
But I think that
No
aliens
match.
and butt
Anyway,
fucking kind of
is
go hand in
the
hand.
rest
So
of the world. Any questions or suggestions?
let's see. If you know anyone who happily refers to sodomy as a good old butt fucking, let me know down in the comment.
Sodomy, ivory, all together in harmony.
What? Ah,
Anime?
does it have any specific features?
Nobody's having sex if we're talking about
I should
anime.
Take notes. Is it worth it? I see your words have kind of uncertainty. You sound like you're talking about a virus that has clung to mankind and won't let it go on. And will anime become a large-scale sense?
You have no idea what a huge impact it will have on the culture of many countries.
Enough. Stop it. You'll give me a heart attack. What is hentai? If you're that confident, so be it.
Go ahead.
What? Oh, I don't really know if I'm into the... If it helps the motherland, I will be the first.
10,000 repressions later.
Giant shit.
私は刑務所に人を入れて私は遠い国でマッサージが悪いマッサージをしたの私はゲルを持っています国の貝を食べたのシェフを殺すあんたは捨てあんたは
It's really weird that he has that pet turtle in his pants. Or they drew a Diglett sticking out of his skirt. Weird. He's got a strange appendage there.
Stalin never changed. Only Papadanyan could render any significant impact, and as a result, Stalin began to highly evaluate anime and its grand impact on the psyche of people.
At
Weird.
first, I thought that this anime is nothing but degradation.
We're all that
Under
weird.
the careful guidance of the time traveler, the Soviet
Alex Jones
animators
is on
managed to
Yeah,
create
dude,
a
Alex
full
Jones
Soviet
is so
anime.
fucking awesome
It was
today
based
on the
on
Joe Rogan
ideas of
podcast.
communism, patriotism, and Sailor Moon.
I was the director of the picture, by the
I love
way.
Alex Jones. I think he's
A huge
misunderstood.
fan base appeared over time. Anime was broadcast 24/7 on the main
Respectfully
channels.
disagree.
Manga and doujinshi were sold almost
Dude, you're
everywhere.
crazy.
Some people give him credibility. I think he's misunderstood. I think he's a crazy person. Doesn't deserve any. But he's a funny guy. He's a good comedian, but he's like been in politics for like 30 years.
Repress seinen, repress shoujo, repress shonen,
Bohemian Grove,
execution,
globalist.
and many more.
All these ideas are mine. I give you a
Devour the child.
Stalin controlled the people
Wow,
through
the child.
anime and rapidly led the country to phenomenal
I will
results.
eat your ass.
Yo, Subway's hella good. People stopped eating there because of their mascot being a pederast, but that was like forever ago. Their subs are so good.
An awful lot of people were
Absolutely not.
losing their
Agree.
minds and identity as a result of
gross
the
ass
active
sub.
anime
I mean, it's better than the
propaganda and
alternatives you get from like a
And people really
fucking
degrade.
Safeway or a gas station. They're like
They
dry,
wanted to
old,
believe
thick
that they
bread.
were
You know what those-
anime
You know what the
characters.
bread's made out of, right?
yoga mats.
They were trying to escape
That's
from
correct.
the cruel
Yoga
reality of life.
What?
Suicide rates
Used
soared.
yoga mats.
Some people began jumping from the
Firehouse
roofs
subs.
in an attempt to fly,
Yeah, exactly.
while
Firehouse
others
is way
committed mass murders like they do in anime. The
It's your
phenomenal
band.
success of the
How about you
USSR
band?
came to an abrupt end.
Yo, this
because of
s'mores
this
cookie though is
madness.
fucking
In
bomb.
the end, Stalin and the time traveler were killed by their bodyguards, and their flesh and blood
Dude,
were
my
used
band
to
didn't
summon
go.
an imaginary demon lord. It was hopeless. Anime destroyed
playing with
the
a hot
Soviet
babe.
land.
What's his name?
Is
Oh no,
evil.
hot. Never
Don't
mind. Hot
forget
babe
this.
killer.
What's his name?
Hot babe killer. Is that game just really complicated Mad Libs?
No,
Yes.
Fuck you.
it's a choose your own adventure.
Well, what? Okay. For sure. But before, comrade.
Well, you should play Radiator 2 next.
I'm not gonna stop playing this game until I fuck Stalin, dude.
You can't
No,
fucking.
comrade
There's no
traveler.
fucking.
Yeah, there
I
is.
received some interesting material.
He just
Don't
opens
rush.
his butthole,
You
that's
have
all.
enough time
Dude,
to
there's
study that
full-on
details.
fucking butt fucking in this
Firstly,
game,
Tell me
and
something.
I'm gonna find it.
That's not what I. But at the same time,
You
I
should play
sometimes
Capcom.
think that
Don't tell me what I should do.
But almost
Give me a
impossible
name of this
to
game.
At least due to the fun fundamental subjectivity of individual
A
consciousness.
name of this
Yeah.
game?
See, the socialism that we
What
have
game are
now
you talking about?
is in fact the same capitalism.
Oh, Pet Stop is
Everything
not a real
completely
game.
Pephistopolis?
The global monopolistic
Pet Stop?
capitalism.
It's a
autocratic,
fake game. It's like a
so to
creepy
say.
pasta.
There is the monopoly on trade, legislation, production, ideology, and propaganda, and the monopoly on thought.
I'm gonna try the
and
top
life.
option again.
There are plenty. You are, at a first glance, we are.
I wasn't front and center in the line of this
Well,
game.
I've already
That really
confessed
hurts my
that
feelings.
Communism
I lost my
shares
fourth
some
streak.
features of autocratic
Oh, whatever.
capitalism.
I was on a 3.
But this is different. Regardless of
Advanced
the state
technologies,
system
or what
and
if we're
the
attacked?
prevailing economy will
Hey,
fight
check me
back.
out. Check me out. Hold on.
Do you
Check me out.
now?
Blocked you.
Thanks for the. I'll think about it.
Stalin decided to get high. 1,000 repressions later.
How do you follow everybody?
Oh shit! Oh, oh fuck!
Have
Oh
you followed
fuck!
anyone? You right click them. Like you're
Ben,
gonna
are you
attack them.
Oh fuck!
Stalin never
That's
changed.
how I do it.
Only one time
That was
traveler
graphic.
could
That's how I
render
do it.
any significant
Here,
impact.
you move.
And as a result, Stalin began
boop,
to
boop,
carry
boop,
out
boop,
the
boop, boop,
convergence
boop, boop,
events
boop.
with the Western
Yeah,
culture,
boop, boop,
trying
boop,
to
boop,
weaken
boop,
the
boop,
tensions
boop.
of the
Ben, shut up.
international relations. The repressions, propaganda, and civil order were weakened.
Weird.
We didn't even touch the
Like
gay
we-
people,
like
I
we
must
do
notice.
There were obvious
We do
signs
have
of
different
gradual decline in defense
My click
capabilities,
could be
and
a different click.
Do you have auto attack off?
Yes.
Fuck you. You guys can
Wow.
have it.
Yeah, right? Not gonna fight that
Don't do
shit.
Beep 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 boop boop. Ooh. Beep 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 boop boop.
Built differently. Built differently. Dude, copyright music. Cue the copyrighted music.
violation of state property,
Time
and
to get the
gradual
MCA.
return to private property.
Yeah, no one's gonna claim this.
Another Knicks game.
I know, right? Story of my
I
fucking
always
life.
get what I want, but with a joint,
At least we're in
I'm
lane
even
together, big
better.
copy.
But the enemies took advantage of the weakened USSR. They
Oops.
began a military intervention under
Yo,
false
why was that dude
pretenses.
getting like
Stalin and the
throat
time
fucked by
traveler were
Stalin?
killed during the storming of Kremlin. The
Because he
provisional
lives
government
his own life
controlled
and
by
he
the
enjoys
US
what he
was then
How?
organized.
I don't think anyone enjoys getting throat fucked. Even like, dude, especially like some tiny like
Speak for yourself.
some fucking like
Girl.
chick in college. I don't know why I'm thinking college chicks. Adult petite women, like they can't enjoy that.
Adult, male,
And like a fat, angry Slavic cock. No, dude.
I wonder.
Ew,
how
dude,
many-
don't
What?
do that.
That's what Stalin is.
Well, yeah. So, next. What? Oh, I did. But before, comrade time traveler.
Ugh.
I mean, call me old fashioned.
Oh my god.
Call me old-fashioned, but I'm old-fashioned.
You know, comrade traveler, I received
It's a
some
lane.
interesting materials
It's a lane.
yesterday. I'm curious
It could
what
be
you
worse.
may think
We've
about
had
them,
worse lanes.
and you can compare.
I'm not feeling super
You-
stressed.
But at the same time, I sometimes think
I am,
that
but only for
communism
hits.
is desirable,
Yeah.
but
Pretty sure
almost
otherwise.
impossible to reach, at least due to the fun.
be more non-typical.
Dude, that's poo-poo.
We will knowledge, anyway, is that to the rest of the world.
I did that one, then I did this
Video,
one.
it
Or
was old-
suggestions.
It was old Dota, but the dude bought a 4-minute Dagon.
Ew.
That is a fair
What a
point.
meme.
Not
It was
exactly.
You don't even
hilarious.
you don't even have like enough mana to use that properly that early.
They were. I'm
He
not
did it
saying
as Blood Secret.
including
Oh yeah, I guess, but he
Dude,
still
until they
has
make
he
him
still
load
has a
too.
very small mana pool.
It didn't
He's
matter.
not mana-
1,000
it-
repressions later.
Yeah. That's so weird.
was-
That's such a weird hero to
If
do
you
it on.
won't
Not
tell
gonna
us
lie.
how to stop
Yeah.
repressions,
No,
I will
he
strangle
stuck to
you,
very come and go
motherfucker.
tactics.
Come on, tell us, you asshole. We need all
But it
this
really
for the
did win the
people.
game. It was
Everything
hilarious.
for the people.
Stalin never
But
changed.
yeah, it was back when
Only one time traveler
well
could
Got him.
render any significant
the way they
impact,
did it.
and as a result,
Everybody fought wars just to get him and sold
safe
it and gave it
measures
to him.
and organized
There was some real
civil
wonky
freedom
shit back when
awareness
jungle was
programs.
meta.
He promoted the freedom
I'm
of
so glad those
expression,
days are over.
speech,
Holy
religion,
fuck, I'm so
thought,
glad they're
and
over.
the list went on.
I work
Can't
way
skip
hard
him
on it.
talking.
By the way, I even changed the
Fucking
government
people sitting in
and sent
jungle the whole
Beria
fucking
to
game.
his
Jungling
deserters.
the game to a
Freedom
loss.
was labeled as the basis of communism. It's
ridiculous.
scored by the senior management. Moreover, only a truly free person
I'm
would
fresh out of
comprehend
mana.
the
That's why I'm
ideas
At
of
least now the jungles
communism.
have like
And then
decent
people
value
felt
with
real
dragons.
freedom and decided to organize the communism.
I'm
The
oh,
real communism.
careful.
There appeared some revolutionary trends in the country. Stalin decided to hold a referendum on the state's
I'm not gonna- I just
reorganization.
get it off your back.
Despite this,
Here,
he
hold on, I
was
gotta-
executed on the Red
Oh, you got a
Square
couple tankers
during the
left.
referendum
Yeah, I'll
opening
take that bird
ceremony
and
alongside the time traveler.
Pun
When
intended.
someone shoots you, it hurts.
The result of the revolution was a quick change of regime. The supporters of the oligarchic system took power into their hands. The country was
do it.
divided into spheres of influence, which were headed
Oh,
by
he's going for
criminal
red.
authorities and oligarchs.
It is sad. I wanted the best, but it turned out, well, bad.
Damn.
Haha, bitch.
That's penis.
I
That's
wonder how many people should be executed before Beria is accused of being a butcher. And at what point do we finally
No, no, don't do it
execute
to
him
me,
because of it? He has too much influence now. And these thoughts stink like damn rotten capitalism.
No, 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 no.
Lenin would have turned over. Fuck.
I need my boots. I would have made it if I had my boots.
Okay, of course. But before, comrade time traveler, please bend over and cough. I need to check you for spyware.
I'm just
I
gonna
almost
play
want to
some-
sell these tangos for it. I'm doing it. I'm selling the tangos for it.
You know, comrade Trav. No. That's but that is stingy. Why not put an end to an
Oh, I
well,
fucking hit the wrong thing.
unfortunately, we must
No, I hit the wrong
utilize
thing.
these unpopular measures from time to time. Just like we need bread or air.
Get him closer to tower here.
I wonder. Fuck. Well, you so. Okay. But before, camera time trap.
Oops.
Fuck these guys.
You know, comrade traveler.
Pull him
I
back, pull him
received
back, pull him
some
back.
Interesting
We want
materials
it under tower.
yesterday. I'm curious what you may think about them, and you can compare them. Don't try. But at the same time, I sometimes think that communism is desirable, but almost impossible to reach.
No, we should do this
Due to the fundament. There are plenty of. You are to make.
This sucks.
I can confidently say that I have nothing in common. Well, what do you mean?
This fucking siege creep is ruining my
What
life.
happened?
All right,
How did it
pop
go?
culture, not ballet.
Maybe listen.
It's been here for like 4 waves, dude.
And what is that way? I would never have thought of such a thing. Perhaps
By creating an image.
Well,
Oh, come on.
I
We
don't
almost
know
got
yet.
it, baby.
Can you give me an
I'm your daddy.
Pull-
Spread your
pull back
legs,
a little
girl.
more.
You're my
Oh, we're getting
candy.
a little bit
Wanna
every
suck
way.
you? Feel my mustachey.
That is disgusting.
Owie.
Repulsive.
It's actually
We're
good
not
for us.
leaving, fuck you. We're
You're so
safe
right,
here.
but
Leave us
it is a
alone.
necessary evil.
In
All
fact,
right.
you'll
let's
come,
get
come into our
started.
home.
Yes, finally. We're here.
We've made it.
Это расстрел, кровавый террор. За 3 колоска стреляю в упор. Разорю каждый дом, наш флаг серп и молот. Знаю в лагерях, похуй сеть или молот.
Hell yeah, Stalin.
Ловят шпионов, как шампиньоны. Лагеря грибницы переполнены. Жировами народа сотру либерализм. Только моя власть, только сталинизм.
Puff, baby. Oh, she doesn't have mana. Nice, she did it.
Yeah.
Stalin never changed.
Fuck, of course.
Only Popadanin could leave a lasting impression, and thanks to that, Stalin became a world-famous hip-hop artist.
Yeah, baby. That was fucking awesome.
At first, people laughed at his rhymes, but then they started to listen.
Anything worth doing is worth doing well.
Repressions became the main theme of Stalin's music. He was now known as MC
You can
Gulag.
grab him.
Exalted fans were falling into epileptic fits while he performed amidst mass executions on the Red Square.
Grab the tower.
Everything for the art.
Millions of foreigners tried to get into
No,
the
I'm at the tower.
USSR
Yikes.
just to attend those bloody
almost have it.
performances. The Iron Curtain fell down, and Stalin became
halfway
a symbol of a daring new
Oh,
art
here comes
form.
Big Daddy.
But it was not to last. An unknown fan somehow managed to get past all the security
Don't do it,
and
dude.
stopped Stalin to death while screaming, "If I can't have you,
Get up-
no
you gotta
one
get on
can."
your tower. Oh,
Stalin's
no.
death caused a major furor. For a whole
He can
month
do the
after
same thing.
pop culture genius demise, his top songs
God.
rotated on
Oh
the
my God,
radio
thank you.
and TV.
Oh
You
my god,
should
thank
have
you.
heard my, oh my
Fuck
green
you.
pine. Don't make a noise under me.
But there were some people who attributed all of Stalin's
Yeah, we don't
success
fucking
to a mysterious manager who perished in the stampede at Stalin's funeral.
That was awesome. I regret
fuck.
nothing.
Oh, look out. That's a 9 dazzle.
I wonder how many people should be executed before Beria is accused of being a fuck. Well, you are so nice.
Slither away.
Of course he will. But before, camera time trap. You know, Comrade Traveler, I received some interesting materials yesterday. I'm curious what you may think about them, and you can compare them to your time. No, that's not what I... But at the same time, I sometimes think that communism is desirable. But not long ago, one day... Maybe. Let's just say, first of all, I studied that I'm ready to do anything for the sake of the motherland. And I hope for your... What? What's the problem then?
Huh.
I can see that
Medication.
the area of healthcare will present many complex problems. Thank you for the information. Now that I know, we will do our best not to let this happen. It is necessary to create a powerful healthcare system, one that no one could ever... Oh, can it grow a second...
Can it grow a
reproductive
second
organ?
reproductive organ? His face! His fucking mouth is just like, what? He looks like Elon Musk when he saw that dead deer.
And something went wrong, right? Reproductive organs, the rectum, and bladder. So, how does it help with sex? And after taking this drug, does it
Oh, Viagra, you say?
complete of this medication? And what are they? But there are surely some artificial aphrodisiacs in a few. What do you mean?
Stalin's anus trembled.
Give me that Viagra. Tasty.
Huh?
What is it? How interesting. What a dick. I like it. Let's try it out.
Huh?
Hard. You know, I'm satisfied.
Stalin never changed. Only Papadanyan could render any
Just slapped
significant
Stalin's
impact,
dick
and
around.
As a result, Stalin decided to establish the production of Viagra. There is no sex in the USSR. To be more precise, it can't happen without Viagra. Whether you're a capitalist or a comrade, we will help everyone. These were the words splashed across the ad campaign. The pilot testing of the developed medication began in the USSR. Stalin used the Soviet land as a platform for advertising Viagra aboard,
thought he was gonna
and
engage on
it
you.
worked. Using Viagra, Stalin was breaching the bottom of
They got
many
15
Zinaidas and
seconds till,
Ludmilas. The exportation of the drug
we're in
reached
the
a
nighttime.
global scale and raised the economy of the USSR to a new level. However, it still wasn't enough for Stalin. He charged the time traveler with industrial espionage in favor of the United States and executed him. Then Joseph started participating in the Viagra project personally. Stalin eventually died after ignoring the medical contraindications. He had been taking Viagra while ignoring his acute hypertension and unstable stenocardia.
I wonder how fuck you but before camera time.
All right, pooped on Stalin again. Let's go.
You know, comrade travel. But at the same time, I sometimes think that communism is desirable, but almost impossible to reach, at least due to the fundamental subjectivity of individual consciousness. You see, the socialist. Not long ago, I had the. What? Maybe. Let's just say, first of all, I studied at the. I'm ready to do anything for the sake of the motherland. And I hope
What do you
for
think
the
about sex, Comrade Stalin? I'm
about
serious about it.
And at the same time, it is true. Yes, a person needs to vent his emotions. And all emotions are of a social nature. To vent them, you can just take, sorry for the rude analogy, a girl and fuck her roughly. You understand me very well. romantic relationships, love, and family. Those are vivid examples from my era and the era of Tsars.
Okay, Stalin.
I
You look
suppose
so
some
disappointed.
infantilism in relationships will never vanish. The first marriage, and anything. I'm very tired. You seem like a nice guy.
All right, steam bath with Stalin.
Come on, steam your tired leader. Don't be afraid. Well, what are you waiting for?
Let's go.
I don't like that he can chase that hard. That's
Pretty gay.
terrible.
All right, you guys.
That's my last flame.
I just spanked Stalin with some nettles. Mm.
I should bet.
10 repressions later. Oh, that is just
Rub my
graphic.
back, comrade. You know, I think I fell in love. Let's leave this place. No one will understand our love here. Sex with a man is normal for them, but the love, they won't understand it. Only you and me, my dear.
10,000 repressions later.
Stalin never changed. Only Papadanin could render any significant impact, and as a result, Stalin realized the
Why did I
futility
rip
of
my
his
dick
efforts
off?
and fell into deep depression.
I started drinking like crazy.
The time traveler tried his best to help the head of the USSR. He soon realized that he now had feelings for Stalin, and they were too strong.
Love is always so unexpected.
The traveler changed his sex, and he and Stalin escaped in an unknown direction. Malenkov and Beria took leadership. They realized that as long as Stalin was alive, they couldn't be sure of their power. Malenkov and Beria organized large-scale repressions, but found neither Stalin nor the time traveler. But more than 200 years later, their remains were found at the bottom of Lake Baikal during the reconstruction of Irkutsk waste processing plant.
Well, I think that's the best ending. Stalin fell in love with me.
Nice.
No, I
You
ripped my dick off so
though.
that we could run away together.
Makes sense. That's what I would do in that situation.
Well.
Okay.
Well, I fucked Stalin.
But you didn't have a dick.
No. I ripped off my dick. It was very graphic.
Was there blood?
Yeah, dude, I ripped my dick off.
Ew.
Beep, 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 boo, boo. Ooh. Beep, 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 ooh.
I can't believe that guy ripped his dick off. That stupid bastard.
People who watch this later on after they Google the game and are like, huh, and find a stream. I hope you enjoyed Sex with Stalin.